Okay. All right. So wonderful. This looks great from the stage, huh? Wonderful, super. I'm super excited, and I'm sure you all are too. So once again, a very, very good evening. Good evening. After certain special announcements after Srinivasan sir, one, he appreciated so beautifully, and two, about some special announcements about the spirits that ma'am did mention about, I'm sure our energies are at the highest. So how's the energy? How's the energy? High? Super. So let's ensure that this energy stays high, and I help you to take it even higher. Now, there is one constraint. I can speak English, right? And no other language which probably you might be knowing as a second language. So is that okay? Will you accept me? Thank you so much. Lovely. So before I waste any further time, okay, I want to ensure that we have this session as a vibrant one, wherein we actually lead it to some amazing value-added experience that you can take away, which leads to some results that you actually cherish at the end of the night. Right? So first of all, keep all your belongings aside. I want you all just quickly stand up at your places. Apologies for, the inconvenience caused, but please stand up at your places because I want each one of you to be mentally and physically with me, right? Thank you. All right. So to ensure the energy, what we have to do. So there are two things that you're supposed to do. Thank you for doing that. But I'm going to tell you something more than that. We are going to start clapping, but in the way I ask you to, okay? We're going to start clapping slow, and we're going to go fast, faster, and fastest, okay? And I want to see your energy, all right? So are you all ready? Yes. Are you all ready? Yes. Super. So let's begin now. Come on. Woo! And faster. Everyone. Super. Lovely. Wow, I love that energy. Great. Thank you. And nobody's sitting still, okay? Not yet, okay? We all love our chairs, I know that. I want you to turn to your people, your tables and your clusters and the people even in the front rows. I want you to do two things, okay? One thing I want you to do is I want you to give them a nice high five, okay? I don't want a low five, I want a high five with energy. And second thing, I want you to tell them, you are awesome. What do we tell them? You are? Awesome. You are? Awesome. Come on, turn to the people in your table, people next to you, give a high five, let them know you are awesome. Super. Just let them know you are awesome. Wow, I like that. Nice, super. Thank you so much. And you can now, so now, thank you. Super. Now, people, do you have writing pads with you? Do you have writing pads with you? A paper, a pen, okay? The first thing that I want you all to do is pick up your pens quickly, without wasting any time. One thing that you have to write down, and that is your name. Write down your name. Clear, loud letters. Write down your names on that page. Okay, quickly. All right, done? Super. Now, the most important thing that you have to now write down. You have to write down your one, I can't. One, I can't. Something that you think you cannot do, okay? While you are into a sales experience, while you're actually meeting your client, a prospect, one thing, that's your major challenge, okay? Any one challenge. Write down your one I can't while you are actually in a sales conversation. What is the most difficult part that you think I can't do this? Okay? It could be some goal that you have set, certain things that you cannot convince people about, or certain goals that you have set for yourself and you feel, oh, I can't do this. It could be anything, and it could be different for different people. Each one of you could have a different I can't. Everyone, whosoever is done, just raise your hand so that I know I'm done and we can move forward. Okay? Just write down your one I can't. Take a minute, ask yourself, what is that one thing that you feel you cannot achieve? One thing that you think you cannot do or accomplish. One thing that you feel you're not really good at. And we are going to all talk about sales today, okay? So keep that in mind and write down your one I can't. Are we done? How many of you are done? How many of you are done? Okay, so rest of you, there's nothing as an I can't. Do we have everything I can, or are you still thinking? Are you all still thinking, or you don't have an I can't? Hello? Can you hear me? Okay, lovely. So, have you done? Have you done? Super. So there are some people on my left who have actually done, and the rest of them are wondering, what should we write? Is it? All right. Super. So now let's get started. What are we going to talk about today? Today, we're going to talk about, that you can see on the board, mindset, skill set, tool set for effective sales. Now, what do I actually mean by that? What we want to understand is one most important element. The core of the entire process is, of course, our customer, right? Now, I'm going to give you some pictures. I want you to tell me, how does your customer look like when they're actually listening to you, okay? So pick up these photos and tell me, how does your customer actually look like, okay? Excited? Wow, oh my God, is it you? I'm so happy to see you. Is that the look? Or is it this? Oh my God, how long is he going to continue? What does he really want to tell me? When will he leave? Or is it this? Goodness me. Yeah? And we've seen our children do that, and we might have experienced these kinds of prospects as well. Everybody's lives. Some prospects are really nice, very warm, very welcoming, really enthusiastic and interesting, but not all, right? What we really want to do is, we want to make our customer proud. Proud for what? Proud for selecting us, for having been able to add value in their lives. Do you agree with me? We are not here to serve as an agent, as rightly shared by Srinivasan sir. We are here to be a financial planner. We are here to add value in people's lives. Are we really aware about that, right? And that's where this entire topic is going to help us. As to how do we ensure that each of our prospect that eventually transforms into a customer is proud to be associated with us, takes the privilege of having known us. How do we do that, right? So basically, we're going to start first with the mindset. What exactly do we mean by the mindset? Mindset is nothing but the set of beliefs about two things. One, about ourselves, and two, about the world around us. What do we think about people around us? What do we think about ourselves? And that's what's going to decide where we're going to be. If my belief system is not really strong enough, and if I have a lot of self-doubts, trust me, that confidence will never reflect. Agree or no? Yes? All right. Now look at this picture carefully. I want you to tell me, what do you see in this picture? Quickly, I want some answers. What do you see in this picture? Wall, bricks, what else? Sorry? Snake, wow, interesting. I have to find that out, huh? Okay, what else? Mustard rod, sir? Do you see that? Okay. All right. Now, just linked to what you just said, there is one cigar, one dark brown cigar with an edge which is slightly burnt, half burnt cigar right in the center of this wall. Can you figure that out. Look for it. There is one big, long, dark brown cigar. How many of you can see that? How many of you could actually figure that out? You can. That's right. You can? Lovely. How about the rest of you? Can you still? You could? Lovely. How about the rest of you? Look for that cigar. Can you see that cigar? You did. Okay, super. How about the rest of you? Wonderful. Wonderful. The rest of them are wondering, where is that cigar? Why can't I see? If you look for it, you definitely will. Now for those who are able to see the cigar. Now if I ask you, don't see the cigar. How many of you were able to see the cigar? How many of you are able to see the cigar? Super. Now if I tell you, don't see the cigar. Ma'am, don't see the cigar. Unsee the cigar. Can you unsee the cigar? Is it possible to look at the wall the way it was? Can anyone unsee the cigar? Ma'am, can you not see the cigar? Or do you still see the cigar? You still see the cigar? So people, for most of you who are still wondering, where is the cigar? Keep looking for it. You will definitely find one, right? So this cigar, as you see, there's one long rod, which is a little dark brown shaded, and it has some ashes towards the left corner. I hope you're now able to see it. Is anyone still able to not find out? Couple of them not able to find out. Nevertheless, you'll find this. My point here is, once you hook at something, for those people who are not able to see it, question yourselves. Why am I not able to see something which others are able to see? And for those who were able to see, my question to you is, if you are able to see it now, can you really not see? That's exactly how our mind works. If you see once, and if you hook your mind to certain things, you will see it that way. And if you decide there's nothing like that, how much ever somebody tries, you will not see it. And that's exactly how our belief system works. Yeah? How does it work? It works based on how do we approach our prospects, our clients. So in case if I go there and I am having a mindset, whether that mindset is of a taker or a giver, that's what I need to ask myself. So what do you think? While you go and discuss about the plans, what is your approach? Giver, right? So once you are clear with this, only then can you actually make a difference in their lives and your lives as well. If you're there with a mindset that, okay, I need it, I am a taker, and I wish that he buys it, that will reflect in your actions, in your behavior, in your pitch. Do you agree? Yes? So, the first thing that you have to remember is, you are there as a giver. You're going to help them financially safeguard their future. You're going to help them manage their finances so beautifully that their unforeseen circumstances are taken care of, because it's your experience that's going to add value in their lives. So take pride in what you're doing, which you guys are already doing, right? And go ahead with that mindset. The second important thing about the mindset is a beautiful principle which I call as the BAG principle. B-A-G. Wherein B stands for belief, A stands for action, G stands for growth. Now before I go ahead and talk about this, okay, I'm going to share with you an interesting video. Okay, what is this video about? I want you to look at this video. Okay, the volume isn't out. Okay.
outside.
Okay. Now, look at the height of the door. Okay, look at the height of the door. What is the purpose of the door? Restrict the child to move forward. Now, what happens next is something that we all need to really focus at. What will happen? What do you think will happen? What will happen? He will come back. What do you think will happen? He will fall, okay? You think he'll succeed? He'll come out. Sorry? He'll come out. Let's see. Let's see. Oh my God, what's gonna happen now? And we've seen children do this, huh? And see that. Isn't that great? And look at that. See that? And he's back again. Right. So what does this actually mean? And why am I really talking about this? Do you think this was the first time that the child actually tried climbing the gate? Do you think it was the first time he climbed the gate, he crossed the gate, and whoa, he succeeded? No, right? Do you think the moment he must have tried it first time, he must have thought, oh my God, what if I fall? Oh my God, what if I get a brain hemorrhage? Oh my God, what if I go unconscious? Oh my God, this, oh my God, that. What if? Do you think he must have done that? What do you say? If he would have done that, do you think he would have actually tried again? No, right? That's exactly how the belief mechanism works. Unless and until you don't have belief that you can do it, you will not take action. Mind well. To be able to take action, to reach your goal, you have to first believe in yourself. I can do it. Why will you question? Look at the child. Is the child looking at the size, at the height of the door? Or is he looking at where does he want to reach? Where does he want to reach is what he's looking at, isn't it? You have to decide, where do you want to reach? Are you looking at the obstacles in your life? Oh my God, I cannot reach MDRT. Oh my God, I cannot do that. Oh my God, this is so difficult. Look at the circumstances. Look at that. Look at this. I don't have enough resources. I do not have a certain amount of network that's needed. So many ifs and buts. Why not think beyond it? Can we challenge our belief system? Is what we need to ask ourselves. If you are willing to change your mindset now, you are going to be able to reach your destination, your goals. Once you have that belief, it will help you take the action, and it's the action that will lead to your growth. So today, are you all set to reach your goals? Yes? So I want you to do one thing. In your writing pad that you wrote down, I can't. I want you to write two things. One, I want you to write down one action that you will take to overcome that I can't. And number two, I want you to write down one dream, one goal of yours. Whether you can or not, keep aside those doubts. One goal that you want to achieve. With that belief, I want you to write that down right away. Take a minute, open up your writing pad and write down quickly. Come on, everyone. Take this moment as an opportunity to challenge your own belief system. Why can't I? Write down one action step that you can take so that you can overcome that one challenge. Write down your goal where you want to reach. Are we ready? Super, thank you. So, eventually, leave that elephant, you must have all heard about the elephant and the rope story. So if the elephant was too young and since then was tied to a small tiny rope, he would not leave it even if it becomes huge, because it's the belief mechanism that tells him, you simply can't. All it needed to do is pull up the rope. But it was a belief system in here. I can't. And that's what I want you to challenge now. So what can I do? What are the actions that I need to take? Right? That's what we need to understand. To be able to overcome that, this is what we need to do. And that is, remember the placebo effect. We all know, certain times, a small little child who gets hurt, the mother just brushes on his hand and says, oh, it's going to be fine. See, the pain is gone. And the child starts smiling. Have you done that? Certain times a doctor would just give a simple medicine which probably is hardly going to affect your immune system. But just that little thing, that you go ahead, have this medicine, you'll be fine. The science, the research has proved that despite of not giving a proper medication, just this support system, telling the patient, have this medicine, you'll be fine, the patients actually become better. And this works. You have to do that as well. To be able to ensure that your goals are achieved, you have to create that belief system in your clients, in your prospects. You have to make them believe that it is possible. If you do not have a belief in your own self, how are they going to have? So, the belief has to begin with you. One, believe in yourself while you are talking about whatever plan that you have to talk about. And number two, show them that belief that if you go ahead and buy this, this is how your future is going to be secured. If you have a doubt in your eyes, it's not going to work. So, follow the placebo effect, right? Moving ahead, second thing that we're going to talk about today is the skill set. All right, I worked on my mindset. I understand. I'm very positive. I have no self-doubt. Are there certain skills, some quick learnings that right away I can actually implement? You all are doing wonderful. Maybe certain things that I'm going to talk about, you already are doing it. But still, today I want to brush upon those important skills. What are they? So I call it in a very simple formula, wherein the customer is able to trust you, to believe you in whatever you are saying, so that you can relieve him or her of his pain and you can actually add value. And what is that framework? I call that framework as Pascal. I'm going to give you a quick overview. You'll find this content nowhere because this is a personally created content, specifically for you. P stands for preparation. Unless and until you're not prepared about whom you are actually meeting, you do not do your homework well. How many members are there in his family? What is the kind of income that they have? What are the challenges that the family is facing? Are there any problem areas? Are there some health issues in the family? Just be prepared about the person you are going to meet. The more the preparation, the better the answers you would have. A stands for accountability. Accountability meaning, if somebody comes to you, boss, what if this happens? Or if he already buys your plan and then comes to you, gets stuck somewhere, what do I do now? You said something like this, now what? And say, oh, that's not my problem. I can't help, it's come from the senior management or it's come from the policies and this and that. Don't shrug your shoulders. Don't shed off responsibilities. Take the ownership. Take up the accountability. If you've said something, whether you are responsible for it or not, just ensure that you help your customer sail through his problem. His problem has to be your problem. You cannot say that that's not my problem because he's now your customer. Why are we talking about this for generating sales? Because an existing customer is going to bring you referrals. And one person from his family and his entire network is your prospect. We are not focusing on that one person. We are focusing on that entire community that he's associated with. And that's the reason ensuring that amazing experience, very important. Do you agree with me? Yes. Next is simplify the benefits. Now there are two important words here. Simplification and benefits. Do not use heavy jargons, technical content that people simply do not relate to. What is he trying to tell me? I am nothing into finance. I don't know what he's saying. Boss, just tell me what is to be done. I don't know what you're saying. Does that happen to you? Yes. So you have to simplify your content and help the other person just understand what are the pain points, how you can help him resolve the pain points. And here, what do I mean by benefits? Every product, every policy has its features. You are not here as a tape recorder or a news reader to just tell them, hello, these are the features, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. You have to tell the person how that actually helps him resolve his challenge. How is it going to benefit him in his life, right? If you have an iPhone and you just keep blabbering, okay, I have an iPhone and these are the product features. How is it going to help me? If I cannot relate to my personal usage, I am not interested. It's just a cost to me. So the benefit is only and only unless and until I can relate to my life, not to people around me. It has to be customized, it has to be personalized. So your preparation right in the beginning is going to help you identify the benefits. And this is going to play an important role. Yes? C. C stands for clarity. Unless and until you do not have clarity yourself, you cannot make it clear to others. You also need clarity about the other person as well. If you do not understand, or if you do not know, or if you did not find out the right information about him, about his family, ask questions. Beautifully said. When in doubt, ask questions. Right? Right before you actually begin your sales pitch, if you have not gathered enough information, ask questions. And when you start beginning your pitch, your purpose of question is what? One, to find out what is the primary motivating factor. What actually motivates this person that will help him buy your plan. Yeah? Unless and until you cannot connect there, it is just a sales call. But here we are not talking about a sales call. We are trying to connect with people. Very important element here. And that is to create that connection. To create that connection, being empathetic, trying to understand the person from his or her perspective, putting yourself into their shoes and trying to experience those challenges and then aligning it with a solution is what we need to do. Correct? A stands for accessibility. Be available whenever the person is trying to reach you. If you are unable to answer the call, text the person. Sorry, I'm in a meeting. Allow me 15 minutes. I'll definitely call back. Or just pick up the call. Sorry, sir, I'll just call you back. Is that okay? I'm in a meeting. It's okay. People understand, right? And it shows how genuinely you value them. They call you up and then you forget to call them back. They text you and you forget to text them back. Whether he's a customer or a prospect, both of them are of higher importance. And the kind of relationship that you create with them is actually going to reap rewards in the future. Not just for you, but your entire family as well. For all the people and generation to generation who probably may join your business. Are you with me, everyone? Yes? And L, that's the final one. Listening with loan. I'll come to loan later, but listening. Active listening is so important. And listening here, I do not mean what the person is speaking. Then what does that mean? Listening here, I mean listening even what is not being spoken. Trying to read between the lines. Trying to observe what the person is actually feeling. Read the body language. Is he really able to connect with you? Is he able to understand what you are saying? Listen to what exactly is he trying to convey. If there are some objections, if he disagrees with you, why does he disagree with you? Don't feel intimidated that, oh my God, he has too many questions. He just doesn't accept what I say. He argues too much. He's hardly interested. He just doesn't want to buy. Instead of that, go into the logic. Am I not able to understand what his pain point is? Ask questions. What exactly is bothering you? Can I understand where the challenge is? What makes you think like that? Ask questions and then address the answer. But listen. Loan. Listening with loan. What does loan mean? Loan. L. L stands for lean. Whether you are sitting or you're standing. Each one of you, try this. Wherever you are sitting, okay? Just lean a bit forward, come towards the edge of your seat. Try this. You're all sitting behind. Lean a bit forward and come towards the edge of your seat. Try it once. Come on. Try it once. How does that feel? Do you feel more attentive? Yes. Now go back, put both your hands behind and just sit. Go, relax. Okay. Not attentive, right? When you lean a bit forward, that shows that you are actually valuing what the other person is saying. That little minor shift in your body language makes the other person feel important and interested. O. O stands for open arm gesture. If you keep your hands closed like this, shrug your shoulders, sit small inside the chair, and then try to explain to them like that. Now that shows, one, you're not confident, and two, you are trying to hide something. Putting your foot on your knees and then just shaking them, keeping a closed posture. Not, be it your hands or your legs, closed postures don't work, okay? So if you want to show that you're confident, if you want to show that what you're saying is actually the truth, have open posture. N. N stands for nod your head. While the person is saying, don't look at the time, don't look around, don't look at the things that he has in his house, how many children are there, who all are the family members that I can pitch in for. Do not do that. While the person is saying, look right and nod your head. Okay, I see. Sure. With a little smile on your face. Yes? Thank you. And the fourth one, eye contact. Look into the eyes. There are a lot of people who feel uncomfortable when they're actually talking to women. Don't feel embarrassed. It's absolutely fine. Look into the eyes of people with full confidence and let them know how important they are. Because it's the eye contact that makes the other person feel valued. Right? Great. Now, before I talk about the tool set, okay, there's one interesting video I want to share with you. Now, this is at a lighter note, but I want you to understand what are the learnings out of this.
Let me say, maybe.
Well then, I'd just like to add that the spectrometer readout on the nickel-cadmium alloy mix indicates a Goodrich strobe and fade, decreasing incidence of wear to the pressure plate. If you could just...
Whoa, little fella, you're not speaking my language.
What my associate is trying to say is that our new brake pads are really cool. You're not even going to believe it.
Okay. So this gentleman is saying, I'm going to still switch on the video, play the video. So this gentleman is saying they are actually manufacturing the brake pads, okay? The brake pads of a vehicle, all right? And that's what they are trying to sell, all right? Okay.
Let's say you're driving along the road with your family, and you're driving along, la-li-la, woo, and then all of a sudden there's a truck tire in the middle of the road, and you hit the brakes. Whoa, that was close. Now let's see what happens when you're driving with the other guy's brake pads. You're driving along, and all of a sudden the kids are yelling from the back seat, I gotta go to the bathroom, Daddy. Not now, damn it. Truck tire. I can't stop. Help! There's a cliff. And your family's screaming, oh my God, we're burning alive. No, I can't feel my legs. In comes a meat wagon. And the medic gets out and says, oh my God. New guy's in the corner puking his guts out. All because you want to save a couple extra pennies. And to me, it doesn't.
Get out. Now.
Sir. Do you validate?
Now.
Okay, thank you.
All right, okay. So, come to you, asking for advice. Please suggest what do you think I should be doing. Can you please help me here? Instead of we spoon feeding them, boss, please do that, please do that. Okay, let me think, I'll come back to you. Or is it the other way around? Wherein he has to take a decision and he makes a call to you, he asks you to come over and request you. What is your opinion? Your opinion matters to me. Are we able to reach that stage? Is what we need to understand. Wherein we become an advisor to them. We gain that trust, we gain that respect. Right? So Aristotle has come up with a very beautiful framework. The Greek philosopher. He says it's the E, P, and L. What does EPL stand for? E stands for ethos, P for pathos, and L for logos. If you learn this, and if you can use this entire framework, it's very simple to understand. But if you can actually ensure that you pick up the points from this and use it in your content somewhere, trust me, it will work as an amazing tool to all your closes. Now, what do I mean by ethos? Ethos means creating credibility, your expertise. Imagine you have a stomachache and you have an important meeting to attend. Okay? And you ask your friend sitting next to you, boss, I have a stomachache, really paining. What do I do? So your friend just thinks for a moment and gives the name of a medicine. Say, go ahead, buy a Meftal or a cyclopam. You should be fine. Will you go buy the medicine and eat it? Your friend just tells you, go get this medicine, eat it. Will you go buy and eat the medicine? No. What will you do before that?
You will check with pharmacy people.
You will check, right? You will verify, either with the pharmacist, maybe on Google, somewhere or the other, and then take the decision. Yes. Now, what if this friend sitting next to you is a certified MD doctor, practicing doctor, and he says, go and buy this medicine, you will be fine. Will you do it? Yes? Why? The difference between the two is, because the second person is certified. You have known his level of expertise, his credentials. To become an advisor, you need to prove yourself. It's your knowledge, it's your experience, it's your credentials that makes people believe in you, trust in you. If you cannot prove that, how much ever push you do, people will not trust you and you have to keep working so hard to do that. So go ahead, while you pitch to your clients, to your prospects, find out what are your strengths. How many years of experience you've got? How long have you been into the industry? How many people you've really helped transform? Figure that strength of yours. And while you talk to people, tell them that. That's how your expertise will actually mint you your business. The second one, that is your pathos. Now what does pathos mean? Pathos means emotions. Emotions. Why do you talk about emotions? It's the emotions that actually connect with people. Only numbers don't. Only business doesn't get business, right? You have to connect with that person. And there are two ways you can connect with people. One is with fear, building fear. If you don't do this, this will happen. What if this happens? Building fear. Or number two, happiness. You do this, this is how things can be better and safeguarded. Imagine if you had a severe sensitivity in your tooth. The moment you drink that chilled water and you get severe sensitivity in your tooth, and you have to go and buy a toothpaste or a product, what will you buy? You have to actually go for a celebration to a family, maybe a Diwali or some kind of an event. And you want to buy something from the shop to celebrate it. Something handy. What will you buy? What will you buy? Yes?
Balloons.
Yes?
Sweets.
Sweets, cakes,
Crackers.
crackers, chocolates. Okay. Do you recall about an advertisement that says, "Kuch meetha ho jaye"? Whenever you want to celebrate a festival. Now, is that Cadbury and that festival have any connection? No. Who created the connection? The seller. So, it is the product that connects with the emotions. Be it that Sensodyne toothpaste, the moment you say Sensodyne, can you actually experience that pain? Oh my God, I got that pain that I need Sensodyne. Because while you watch that ad, that product has created that pain and it has sold that pain to you. And if you have that pain, you buy my product. If you want to celebrate happiness, you buy my product. And that's what we need to understand. What is our prospect's pain point? Emphasize on that, build up, magnify it, and then gradually tell them how you can solve that pain point. Or the happiness, the safety that you can build for your future. And the last one, L, that is logos, which means logic. Nothing works without logic. You need to be very clear. Talk about case studies, talk about references. Your cousin's brother, I sold the policy to him. This is how I helped him. My friend's brother also had the same challenge and this is how we solved it for him. Give people references. How number of people have actually built their future because they bought from us. Right? So unless and until you do not have specific case studies, real life examples, some real time logic, people won't believe it. It's just stories for them. So give them real life examples. That's what Aristotle's EPL is all about. That's the first tool. Talking about the second tool. The second tool is the law of average. Beautifully, Jim Rohn says that once you actually do something often, okay, you create a pattern and it creates a ratio. That is, some number of leads that you contact, that leads to prospects, right? There's, say, 100 people you contact. 10 people show positive interest. 1 people buy. So, if you want 100 people to buy, how many people do you need to contact? Simple numbers, right? So, you have to figure out what is your law of average. the amount I want to make, or these are the number of closings I want to make. Every month, every week, every day. How many people do I need to meet? And that will lead you to your expected results. So, one is about how many people you're meeting, and two is also your conversion ratio. If you work on your sales pitch, there is a possibility that out of every 100 people you meet, maybe 50 are interested instead of 10, just because you've mastered the art, right? And you will do that. So you have to observe how your sales pitch works and eventually close your deals. Then, of course, then is the referrals. Referrals is something that's going to build business for you. So it's not just that one customer, but also the referrals from them that will help you gain business. So keep in contact with them. Give them that journey experience that they want to come to you because they trust you, because you are transparent, because you are honest, because you are sincere, you are dedicated, you are knowledgeable. And they want you to go ahead and be their financial planner because they've experienced and they recommend people. And the last part, and that is the recall rate. What do I mean by the recall rate? Say for instance, I ask, sir, any product that comes to your mind, any damn product, name of a product, any brand, any product. Sir, yeah, maybe the person behind, yeah. Please sit, yeah. Any brand. Hair conditioner. Which hair conditioner? Higher. Okay. Right. So, any brand. Sit, please. Any brand. Whatever comes to the top of your mind. Anything. Sorry? With soap? Hammam soap. Okay? Yeah. Yes, ma'am. Horlicks. Sorry? Okay. Now, Amul. Super. Now, Samsung. Now, all of these brands, let us ask ourselves, do you or anybody in your family drink Horlicks? Daily? Hammam soap usage? Tata, Samsung usage? Which brand comes to your mind first? One. If you have been using it daily, frequency. Every day, every morning, I mix Horlicks. The first brand that comes, somebody asks me, which health drink should I drink? I use Horlicks. Maybe Horlicks is good. Which soap is good? Maybe Hammam. Which phone? Samsung. Because it's the frequency of usage. Second is recency. Last night only I watched a TV ad with maybe a hair conditioner. So I recall that last evening only I saw. That must be a good shampoo or conditioner. Recency. And third is impact. If somebody or something has created a major difference in your life, you remember that product, that person. You have to be these. One, recency. That is, keep in touch with your prospects, with your clients. Frequency. Maybe not daily, periodically. Every morning, good morning, and then copy paste a nice financial plan, do that. Occasionally. And impact. That is, share some valuable information with people that can actually make a difference in their lives. Add to their knowledge. That's how you can actually create an impact in others' lives. So these were the three important elements of our session today. And this last one, I want you to remember, because the more people recall you, it's going to help you, number one, get you the first-hand business, and number two, the referrals. Yes. So that's all for the session. And now it's time for question and answers. I do not know how much time did I take, but yeah, so I have almost completed in time, all right? So I'm really honored, very grateful to entire LUGI chapter for giving me this opportunity, and it's been amazing. been amazing to be here and share this platform. And it feels so sensational actually to see the vibes. And my special thanks to you, John sir, for referring me here. It makes me feel super. Thank you. Now, questions and answers. People, do you have any questions for me?
We have time for 2 questions.
Excuse me, due to paucity of time,
Yes.
3 questions are permitted. Who is going to ask the first question?
Please.
Any question?
The child video is beautiful and very attractive in all audience. Where to I see a lot of this type of videos.
Right.
It is amazing.
Thank you.
Kindly look on
Really appreciate it. Right. Thank you. Any question that you have?
the question is raised where it correct. Where is it correct? Where you correct?
Oh, where I collected the content. So I do a lot of reading, I do a lot of research, and I build up on that. So that's how I create the content. So it's my passion actually.
Pushpalata wants
Yes.
a question.
Madam, I have one small question for you.
Yes, ma'am.
So I would look at goal setting as the first point where from all these things have actually emerged.
You're
So
right.
how do we do that part of it? And then you connect it up with all these things what you have explained to me.
Right.
So first comes the goal setting part,
Right.
which we are so scared to set it for ourselves.
That's right. Right.
So we don't want to take the commitment that yes, I'm
Right.
going to achieve this.
Totally.
So how do you drive that point?
Definitely. Beautiful. Thank you so much, Pushpalata, for asking the question. So the question is that we are scared, okay? What are we scared of? We are scared of failure. We are scared of rejection. And we are scared of facing our own selves when we set our goals for us, right? So say for instance, we have set a goal, I want to do this. And if I go ahead and publicly announce it, what if I cannot, right? So the first thing is, keep aside what will others think, okay? If you keep thinking about what others will think, you will never be able to progress in life. So the first thing that you need to know, thank you. The first thing that you need to know is whether the world believes in you or not. Just believe in yourself. That's the first step. Secondly, to be able to plan that. It is beautifully said that even if you have a pizza that is as huge as this room, okay, you can still eat it. How? How can you eat such a huge pizza? Or maybe such a huge dosa? How can you eat it? Can you eat it? Or dosa as huge as this room? Can you eat it? What if you want to eat it? What will you do? Break it down. You can do anything you want. Who said you can't? If you want to, go ahead and do it. So if you want to do it, just break it down into bite-sized pieces that you yourself can consume. What is your appetite? Break it down to that, right? So short-term goals, breaking it down to pieces as much as you and your appetite supports. So big goal, cut down into short-term goals by taking bit-sized goals as your short-term plans. So I hope I've answered your
Thank you.
Next,
That's
last
Thank
question.
you. Thank you.
Last question, Vaidyanathan.
Yes, sir.
Last question.
Ma'am, thank you so much for a lovely session. Ma'am, I think sales is a combination of so many parameters.
Yes.
What I would like to ask is one single point.
Yes.
See, one single point which you probably would have come across so many people. What is the one single point which you would like us to follow, which will help to guide?
Absolutely.
Thank you.
One single point is be empathetic. Be empathetic. Empathetic meaning, what if you were facing the same problem?
died too. How will I support him? Instead of taking it as a sales plan, right? What I do here is being empathetic by understanding him the way I understand myself, and then just go ahead and do it. If it was my own family member, recall those corona times, it was your own family member, how you took care of your people, even if you had no idea how to handle the entire pandemic. But it was somebody else in the down corner, maybe somewhere else. All you would do is forward a WhatsApp message and suggest them, this is what you can do. But if it was your family member, you will do everything possible. Whether you knew it or not, you would research and find a solution to it. That's all you need to do. Just be empathetic. Right? Right?
Thank you. It was a big, resounding.
Thank you so much. And
Venkasubramaniam, please come. Secretary, Deputy President, Convention Committee Chairman, CEO.